Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Let's go!
Third! Let the Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you're gonna get the Coffin skin. Yo, 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 and away we go. Shout out to Mauro Ranallo and his amazing call last night. My dang controller's got to work here. Hey, everybody, welcome to the AEW Collision Sidecast here tonight. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Forgive me, everybody. Just got to update some clicks here. Got to fix things up. Make things pretty here. How y'all doing tonight? It's been an interesting day, to say the least. If you're into college football, it's been all over the place. If you're into boxing, it's been all over every other place. My personal thoughts, and we don't have to get on too long here with the Tyson and Fury, the Tyson and Paul fight last night. Simply put, go check out Mike Tyson's X account. He put out a hell of a statement about what happened yesterday. No, he didn't win, but he won. He just won for the fact that he managed to survive after basically being laid out in the hospital for a good 6-8 months, and he was able to go 8 rounds. Albeit, I get it, soft rounds, wasn't really much of a match, but he still went 8 rounds with somebody half his age. So, consider it a win. Eric, good to see you here tonight, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Whether you're checking this out live or VOD, we got a very interesting collision. We are 1 week out from Full Gear. And we got one big match to decide things tonight. We got LFI featuring Jake the Snake Roberts. Shout out to Jake the Snake, and picked this up at one of the local shows he was at. So, and then they're going to be taking on the Acclaim tonight, which I'm almost scared to think what their rhyme's going to be tonight going in, their rap coming into the ring. But I think tonight's going to be highlighted by the ladies. We got Mina Shirakawa and Harley Cameron. And we also got a return last chance no disqualification match for the AEW Women's Championship with Mariah May and Anna Jay. So I almost feel like the women could bookend the show. And I think it'd be nice to stick it to another program that says that they never do that. I'm just saying, not saying, just saying. But then we also got Johnny TV taking on Daniel Garcia and a bunch of other matches that, I'll be honest, I haven't been able to check yet today. Because for most people, Saturday's a weekend. For me, Saturday's my work Tuesday. So, yeah, we should, the feed should be coming up here momentarily, I hope. Because right now we're just on... I got the live coverage coming up shortly. Oh, there we go. Asking you shall receive. But how are you guys doing today? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. But yeah, we got a lot to decide on when it comes to Full Gear here. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of promos going on tonight. Mr. Vic, how the heck are you doing, sir? So the women are getting the main event again tonight. This one's for Mina. I don't even know if Mina wants that. I'm almost scared here because, you know, they actually say rubber match, and, you know, guys that don't watch wrestling a whole lot might think something else. Shreddy for ladies, the absolute. I said it earlier. You book in this show with the ladies just to show it to the other guys that you can do it too. And that's what they're doing tonight. Let's go! We got Mina and Harley, which those two, I think, did the most epic promo that you would ever have expected for a... I'm trying to say this politically correct without, going out to... Go watch it if you haven't seen it. And do yourself a favor, go check out Harley's promo from today. Was it last night or today? Getting ready for this match tonight. Harley actually brought out a guitar that was out of tune and started singing. So... This is something I do enjoy, though. The fact that we have Mina coming out with both titles that she has. So, technically, you have Stardom and Rev Pro represented tonight. Oh, yeah, a lot of shaking going on here tonight. Gotta get a little politically correct here. And my feed's already starting to buzz, so this should be fun. It's hopefully not going to be as bad as what happened last night during the Mike Tyson-Logan Paul fight. Because I don't think there's going to be the same number of people watching both of these shows tonight compared to what we saw last night. I would like that to happen. Let's face it, I'd love to see a little bit more going on in terms of fan base here. But you know what? It's a solid fan base. It's an attached fan base. And for those that are here for the first time, welcome. Good to see you here. For those that have been here a long time, always appreciate having you around. It's going to be interesting to see how Harley does against somebody who typically isn't here from North America. And somebody I don't know if she's ever faced her before. Nigel is shimmy, 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 yeah. I think there could be a lot of this going on here. It's amazing that a lot of people don't realize this is the actual gimmick for someone like Mina, but she can work. Like, there's a reason that she's a multi-promotional champion, right? But I am really impressed with Harley. Like, even in spots like this, she looks so fluid. She looks like she's fitting in so well to exactly what you have seen before, right? Here's a question for you, Chad. I want to throw this out here. Do you think Mina gets involved in the main event tonight? Personally, well, Nigel's at a loss for words this match, and I love every freaking second of it. You almost wonder if they are going to do Mariah and Mina at Full Gear. Right now, they only have one women's match announced for the PLE PPV. Sorry, my bad. I promise I boo myself every time I get one of those two screwed up here. For their PPV here, they only have Mercedes and Chris Statlander booked. I would hope that they might be able to do another match, but I'm assuming they're waiting for this one to get done to book the next one. Whether it be Anna Jay who gets the victory or it's Mariah May who maintains the championship, and they do the more than likely Mina versus Mariah match. Seriously. Chat, help me out here. Does Harley actually look like she's in her second year? Because I'm pretty sure she's only been in like 3 years. And that might be something that we get as a main focus tonight. Is the fact that Harley's only been around for a couple years. Anna Jay's a homegrown AEW girl as well. And the fact that everybody expected a lot of shimmies here. Yes, Vic, sorry, taking the words out of your mouth here. The fact we got all these shimmies planned, we're actually getting like a real suitable match here. Oh, Benjamin Commander, let's go. All right, well, Hobbs is getting a squash in. We're going to have the inclusion of the meat division tonight, so not only do we get the shimmies, but we get the meat. Maybe we'll get the sweats out of it, too. I really hope LFI wins. I am really hoping that LFI wins. The Acclaim just... Don't get me wrong, like the Acclaim's done a lot of great things, but I think it's almost time. Time to say goodbye to that duo. You tell me that Harley doesn't even look nervous. She doesn't look frazzled, anything. This is really amazing here. Everybody trying to chat. You want Mina? I just want a good match, and that's what we're getting here. Harley. And that's how we end this here. I guarantee it. Oh, God. Okay. I haven't had a chance to see a lot of Mina out here, but she's definitely showing off here. Oh, I thought she's going to go for a monkey flip there. Harley kicking out at 2 off a second rope sling blade. All right, Mina, you got some kind of driver in your back pocket here? Oh, look out! Oh, God. Harley's dead. Oh, God. All right, count to 100. It reminds me that when Mina does that, it almost reminds me of Vertigo by Ricochet. Harley's still in defeat. She likes to get involved anyway. Oh, I cannot wait for this match. Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia. It almost feels like it's a year in waiting for us compared to what we had, but I think it's going to be really exciting that we're going to get this match up here. Full Gear looks like an amazing card coming up. And we still got like 5 or 6 matches to book yet, right? Well, I'm assuming that he's coming out to... I'm going to assume Jack Perry's coming out to confront Garcia. Or interfere in the match. What match are you guys looking most forward to so far on the Full Gear card? Because there's a lot of them that I'm looking forward to here. I'm actually surprised that we're getting Claudio and Darby next Wednesday instead of on Full Gear. I figured that would be the one of the hook, line, and sinker matches on the pay-per-view. I find it interesting, funny, great, all those things put together. Then you got Daddy Magic coming out sort of the same way Don Callis does. So they're actually doing the pairing. It almost, well, I guess now that Taya's moved away from Johnny and she's working with Deonna Purrazzo now, it sort of makes sense, get Johnny some heaters, get him his own little faction too. I gotta say the physiques work well. Style is one thing, and I don't know if you call it a good style or a bad style, but they got style. Once again, as we get into match 2 here, just once again want to say thank you for everybody for being here tonight. If you got any questions about AEW or any thoughts today, anything you want to talk about when it comes to All Elite Wrestling or hell, wrestling in general, just throw it out there, and we're pretty much an open book as long as you're not trying to disparage anything. Like, you can critique, but disparage is another thing. I usually have, if you guys are familiar with Jim Rome, I usually have that policy here. Have a take, don't suck. Hopefully that makes the most sense here when it comes to stuff like that. Garcia going up with Johnny TV, this actually is a pretty good matchup. Like, one, to set up Garcia to make him look really strong going into the pay-per-view here on Saturday. Which, once again, folks, we will be here on Saturday for the pay-per-view. I'm hoping to get on around 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Mountain. I got to play it by ear because I am coming from work. For those that aren't familiar, I do work on Saturdays, so Basically, it's wolfed out supper and then turn the stream on. But for those that are, oh God. That referee got suckered in. Now, why wouldn't the referee get on the case to, oh my God. Sorry, folks. I have the hockey game, the Oilers and Leafs. And Darnell Nurse, the defenseman for the Oilers, is gushed. Like, he's not just cut, he is gushed open. Hit from behind into the boards by the tough guy for the Maple Leafs tough guy hit it from behind and literally, like, the guy's visor was half red. Like, he had a visor on his face. Like, it was half red. That's how bloody it was. Like, God. Shoulder upside the chin. Headhunting. Primary point of contact was a head. Get him suspended. Oh, yeah, there it is. Match penalty. Sorry, folks. I don't mean to get away from wrestling here as we're in picture right now. I'm really excited with everything going on right now, whether it be hockey, whether it be basketball going on, except for the Raptors absolutely suck. In terms of wrestling, like, there is so much good going on right now. And I do have to say, I really enjoy the fact that all brands are starting to learn what it's like to have promotions pre-tape shows. Impact's been doing it constantly. AEW, more often than not, is taping Collision on Thursdays, which, stay tuned on that, because there is a feeling that might move things over. It might actually affect Vic and your podcast, really, if you're thinking about it here. It's also might affect Impact too, but this week WWE is pre-taping next week's shows, so families can actually get a week off around Thanksgiving. Happens in the NFL all the time. People get extra breaks if they have to work on Christmas Day. Why can't you do that in something like in the wrestling world here? Because you got your Thanksgiving tradition. Well, it used to be Survivor Series nonstop, but hell, like at Christmas time, WWE runs Madison Square Garden every year. I can't see why you wouldn't be able to give extra time to the athletes. Let them take a break. A double taping isn't the worst thing in the world, unless you're a dirt sheet. You read the dirt sheets. Jesus. Fosbury flop over the top. No, actually, Fosbury's legs first. This is just a straight out screwy dive. That's what Perry's up to. So is Jack Perry going to take a hook? Going to take a hook preference here? And literally just take hook and go for... Just kidnap him and nobody cares? I wish Starrcade could back. Well, WWE has that. Are we going to... do you think WWE would actually do that? They got Deadline now, so they don't really need to. And yeah, it's not like... AEW, I'm sure, would love to change World's End to Starrcade. But I don't think WWE would give up that trademark anytime soon. More so than the fact that Tony Khan would grab it like nothing. And also on top of that, you have... Oh, did you guys hear... we're supposed to be getting a music video today with November Rain with Guns N' Roses. And Bully Ray was more than a little bit upset about it. Oh. Garcia I don't even know if he knows that Menard's gone. Johnny TV with that solid bass down there, that makes a lot more sense. Oh God, right into the post. As much as it's goofy how they set things up here, a guy like Johnny TV, you gotta let him. You gotta keep him focused. Like a guy like Johnny TV, you gotta keep Garcia focused, or else he's gonna get caught and he's gonna get stuck away from him. John Woo dropkick. Okay. There's your City Cobra clutch. That's going to end it. Garcia with the victory, but I think he's going to now realize that Menard's not around. Comes up to this post. Well, Garcia's going for a run now. I do. Why would you not take out any kind of advantage that Garcia might have? It just makes sense. Why wouldn't you want to get rid of him? The guy's back. You doing the Hardy impression? Ah, here's a cinematic spot that they pre-taped. What are you going to do, run him over? You're going to try and run him over. Oh, no. You're going to drag him out of their mafia style. Wow. Hey, Tama, how you doing? Hope you're doing well here tonight. I hope everybody's doing great. Yeah, this is not going to be good for Daddy Magic. No referees around, no anybody around. The hell? So as soon as he grabs the camera, they go to commercial. So what, are they going to try to film something after or what? The production truck just said, nope, we're not dealing with this? But yeah, everybody, great to see everybody here. Like, everybody's just piling in here tonight. Both on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side, so. I'm just seeing the Moana commercials here. So, during the live feed, we don't get the American commercials. We get the actual video. During the tape shows, we actually get the American commercials. So, it's one of those few privileges that we get to experience a lot of them. So, yeah, why the Daddy Magic? I think what happened is the truck actually did that because they don't want to promote that kind of stuff. But it's a weird camera cut. And you can tell the whole thing was pre-taped, right? Like, the whole segment top to bottom there from when they went to the car, right? Because they were just fighting in the back, then all of a sudden they go into that. So, it's one of the advantages of pre-taping stuff, the fact you get to do stuff like this and have it done the way you want it to. But it's also a very weird spot to cut out, right? Because what are they going to do? Come back from commercial and not reference it at all? Oh, we're just going to go to our next match. We're going to go see Hobbs destroy another member of the beef division. Which, yes, it's going to take people's minds off it, but that's where it's exactly what I expect. I don't see anything that's so AEW. I believe it's always one of those things that's one of the hardest parts about AEW booking for a lot of people. They'll go to this certain level and then all of a sudden it just veers off. And it's right there for the grasp. Like the hook's right there. And it's almost like you're going fishing and you just won't send out your reel long enough to bring in that big fish. You're worried you're going to get too far away about it. But yeah, we'll probably come back with the Hobbs match, and the tag match is probably going to be the start of the second hour. But realistically, they got a lot of time to fill. Because we're only a half hour in right now. We got two of our big matches out of the way already here. And once again, I just want to say, like, Harley Cameron does not look like she's a brand new wrestler. Relatively new. Mina and Harley did an absolutely great job together. And Harley's always been considered one of the newbies here. And just, Leo's here. And shout out to Leo, looking like Bowser from Mario 3D World, Bowser's Revenge. With that poofy spike jacket that he wore on Wednesday. There it is. Oh. They're using Jack Perry as a hood ornament? All right, I'll give Tony Khan credit. They're literally going to go down the road, aren't they? Oh, we're going Benjamin Commander now. Okay. So we are literally going over our high-flying matches off the bat early here. I just love how MVP looks so good as a manager. You gotta love it when the crowd knows Shelton Benjamin. He's a ticket draw. For AEW, Shelton Benjamin is a ticket draw. And I think it's more the fact that everybody realizes that AEW is going to let Shelton be Shelton. I really do hope that Shelton gets put in the C2. I could see a guy like Shelton going in there. I don't know if you put Commander in there, but who else would you guys consider putting in the C2? We got Okada's going to be in there. I really do hope Shelton's one of them. I want to see, here's the one thing I want to see. And this is based on, once again, more SRS rumors that, have been somewhat... SRS has got a pretty good record, if you ask me. They have 11 people announced for this tournament, with the 12th man being announced next Wednesday. Or the Wednesday... It would be the Wednesday of, because they're doing a double taping on Wednesday because of Thanksgiving. Wow, McG! Good to see you here tonight. Oh, you're talking to Vic there. I love that you guys know each other. Just throw that out. Sorry, I'm very hard with the compliments. How you doing tonight, McG? We've gotten some great wrestling so far. I don't know if you had a chance to catch the early part of the show. We've had 2 great matches so far. Harley Cameron and Mina Shirakawa led off the show with a match that a lot of people I don't think would expect would be as good as it was. But I think that phrase is going to start going away. With all due respect, I do think that phrase has got to go away. Just turned it on to see Perry tied to the bus. Well, let me throw that up to speed for you here. It was Daniel Garcia versus Johnny TV. During the match, Jack Perry grabbed Menard off the commentary table, dragged him to the back. Perry was about to tie Menard to the back of his bus and drag him out of there mafia style. And Garcia got there just in time. He made the save, and then those guys decided to make a little bit of a change during the commercial break, and that's when you came in. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. And we were just talking about the C2, trying to figure out who's going to be in it. I want that wild card spot, the last spot that nobody knows about right until the end. I want that to be Speedball Mike Bailey. if the rumors are true that Bayley has signed with AEW, you want to debut somebody against the best talent in the company? Send him in there into a C2 matchup. Hell, I wonder if Eddie Kingston's ready to go. Throw him in one of those spots. I think you put Briscoe back in there again. I love Benjamin. Benjamin, watching all these flip-de-doos going on with Commander, then he flies up and tries to do a head scissors, and all of a sudden you just, nope, we're done with that. Ah, the American commercials again. But yeah, just so good. Wrestling's just so good right now. Like, I don't care which show you watch. Yes, there's going to be some hiccups in storylines and whatnot, but when it comes to just checking out a show for what it is, I think the wrestling's been excellent. And we're going into a pay-per-view next Saturday, which could very well be one of those nobody's really talking about it but should kind of pay-per-views. And I think most of the matches are pretty straightforward as they're going along. There are a couple that you question a little bit. But at the same time, it's those questions in there and also the curveballs that you expect after. Because, like, I was honestly thinking we're going into 3 PPV/PLEs in 4 weeks coming up. Because we got Full Gear, we got Survivor Series, we got Deadline coming up in a week, 2 weeks after that. Then you got, let's just keep going. And then the weekend after that, we got Final Battle and Collision from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. That, to me, is going to be so much fun to watch. Both of those nights are going to be amazing to watch. But yeah, thanks for reminding me, Eric. Our last big push for the rest of the year is coming right now. And I found something really weird. Last night I was just thinking about it. I was going to post it out on socials, but I thought I'd bring it up here. I am literally one of the people that is going to have the WWE Network from day one to day close. I wonder how many people actually have that. Like, the first day that it was available in Canada, I picked it up. I've had it ever since, and then I was thinking about cutting it off just after Deadline, but I'm like, well, there's only a couple weeks left, and you can watch a couple classic stuff while you're on there, so. For those that don't know, in Canada, we still have the WWE Network, which is where we see most of our PLEs. Everything next year goes to Netflix exclusively, all the way across the board. I do believe in a few other countries it does the same thing, so. I am so looking forward to see them go to All In Texas. Netflix more like Buffer Fix. I will give you this. But for those that are worried about that when it comes to wrestling, I wouldn't be as concerned. Just because the number of people that watched that fight last night, if we could get a crowd like that for wrestling, I would love it. But there's no way in hell we're going to get a tenth of those people. They're going to get more people on Christmas Day for football on Netflix than they're going to get on than they're going to get for WWE. I'll almost guarantee it. I got lucky. There was only a couple times that it buffered for me. The signal was a little rough for the last fight, but some of the Fightful guys were saying that the live hot dog eating contest was buffered as well. We'll have to see how things go. If the first night of Raw ends up being a lot of buffers, well, they're going to have to really start looking at some stuff because, frankly, if your TV isn't up to snuff, your regular TV, people just aren't going to watch it. Like, some people are diehards, but you can only be diehard so much if you have to struggle to deal with it, right? Oh my God, that Raw logo? Let me see if I can pick it up here for you guys, for those that haven't seen it yet. I think it's absolutely horrific. Let me see if I can throw it up here for you guys. God, Benjamin's just tossing around Commander like a rag doll here. Child abuse. Shut up. Will WWE be getting a new stage? Who knows? Who really knows, to be honest? But here you go. Here's the new logo. If you haven't seen it, there's the T-bone for the win, so we're through there. To be perfectly honest, I look at this thing and it almost looks like a drawer. Like a desk drawer that doesn't need to be there. I would prefer that. I hate the old Dodge logo. Like the current Raw logo looks like it came off a Dodge truck. You're going to try and steal his mask. I think we got a feud coming here, folks. This is how we're going to get it. And here comes MVP to break that up. He's going to... Caught between a rock and a hard place here. And MVP still doesn't know how to throw a move. It's one thing about MVP. He had the taunts down, but he didn't have the wrestling down. Yes, he's a former U.S. champion, but that ain't going to say a whole lot. He was more a street fighter than a technical fighter. Let's put it that. I think that's the politest way of putting it. All right, what do they got coming up here? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of adjustments going on. There's probably going to be the little TBS talk here. And Camille just looks like... Camille's a running joke right now. Which, based on some of her outside wrestling beliefs, I don't mind. Statlander, what are you not wearing? Yeah, Vic, I think that's the best way to put it there. And you know she's not getting attacked tonight. Either that or she's got some duct tape on herself. Okay. Bony ass. So happy she's been a face that... Yeah. Okay, let me get to this. Yeah, Eric, I think the way things were setting up, the way that they explained, the way that Chris Statlander explained how she got away from being a heel, it wasn't a direct heel. It wasn't a direct heel turn, according to her. It was more that I can't stand what Willow was doing to me, so I'm not going to be good to her, but I'm good to everybody else. Plus, her music really didn't fit being a face. Especially when you got the Take On Me graphics to it. A lot of things just didn't work out for it, and I was even saying here on the Sidecast when we were here, every time that Stat had to be a heel, like take a real heel position, she looked like a goofy heel. It ended up being Stokely that had to do most of the heavy lifting of the heel work, right? And I'm sorry, Vic, that you didn't get your backstage attack, but that just seemed, yeah. It seems like the ladies are not afraid to have the outfits, but at the same time, they're being very respectful in many other ways. So, but yeah, this match here between Monet and Statlander is one that a lot of people are going to be expecting. And a lot of people expect to be an amazing match, and I think it will. I think Monet moving over the moneymaker into her old bank statement, rather than trying to do that gory special into a arm bar. Basically an arm bar lung blower. I don't even know what you would call that, an arm blower. Just didn't work if you had somebody bigger than her, right? So to me it just made a lot more sense to not have. How come AEW's doing pay-per-views on Saturdays? So WWE's also doing pay-per-views on Saturdays now, just for the record, Eric. The more common there's a few reasons, and I'll go through a few of them here. The one I can say about Full Gear for sure, very simply, Tony Khan is an assistant general manager of the Jacksonville Jaguars who play on Sundays. So Full Gear, no matter what, is put on a Saturday as to not to interfere with his job over at the NFL. Even though the Jags pretty much all of them miss work, so I don't know why he can't. And for the record, go Bills, beat them damn Chiefs on Tomorrow, we need that. Enough said there. Second of all, it is proven that a lot more people are willing to spend time and, more importantly, spend money on you on a Saturday versus a Sunday show. And this is primarily due to the times. If AEW decided to run their pay-per-views a little bit earlier, say about 6 o'clock. Yeah, Vic, see, we're on the same page. Do they really play football on Sundays? As long as they play against the Jets and win, I'm fine with that. With all due respect, Vic, I know you're a Jets fan, but yeah. But yeah, UFC runs on Saturday. Most sporting events try to run on Saturdays. Outside of NFL, NFL has Sunday on lock. So now the Acclaimed are wearing smocks? Why do I think that shirt says Kurt Syndicate for a second there? All right. Anybody needs to go to the bathroom? Anybody needs to get some popcorn? This is the time to do it, unless you enjoy meat. This is the meat division match. I got a feeling we're not going to need the 20-minute time limit here. I want to quickly check where the Jaguars play on play next week, just for humor's sake, because it makes sense where. Oh, goody, here we go. Oh, the Jags are on a bye next week, so it really doesn't matter at this point for them. So Tony might actually sleep in till like 7 o'clock. Bear Bronson is going to get destroyed. That he might be right. There might not be meat. You know, this might end up being. There are no titties on that guy. This might last. Anybody want to go with 2 minutes? Minute and a half? 3 moves? All right, with the comedy, it might last a little bit longer, but. It was really nice to see Hobbs come back as the mystery opponent with Ricochet. Just because nobody expected it. Realistically, everybody was thinking, is it going to be Mark Davis? Is it going to be Will Ospreay? And no, it ends up being somebody right out of the blue that nobody really expected. So we're getting CMLL guys on Wednesday. Okay. I love how we're just going to get random wrestlers coming in. I wonder where they're going to finally give the release date of who's going to be on that roster. Hey, did you guys hear about this? They're just announcing right now. They were supposed to be in the Columbus Arena. I forget what it's exactly called. The home of the Blue Jackets of the AHL. They pulled that booking to move into GalaxyCon, which I think is absolutely a brilliant move for Collision. Because you're trying to book these 10, 12,000 seat arenas. And I say that 10 to 12 is being conservative of the number. But you're pulling out of those arenas and moving into these places that are getting you 4,000 or 5,000 fans consistently. I've always been, nationwide. Thank you, Eric. Got to make sure they get their sponsorship, right? But yeah, putting them in GalaxyCon is actually, I think, a very brilliant move. Just because you're looking at so many eyes. There's a lot of wrestlers that are part of that con. So there very well could be, DMD and Cobra Kai, and she looks like she's a baddie. If you guys didn't check out X, which I don't blame you these days, I'm on Blue Sky more than X, to be honest with you. Not just because they give extra characters, but because it's not a toxic wasteland. But Britt Baker actually put out a post about a video that she was showing off being one of the bad guys in the dojo. Well, Jack Jameson was dead. Boulder just got rolled down a hill. And the referee's like, why are you here? He didn't even tap. The referee just said, no, screw this. You're done. That's actually really impressive, the fact that you get a big guy like that on your shoulders. This crowd is not doing it. This crowd is not doing it. How come AEW can't do a show at Center Stage in Atlanta? Does WWE rent Center Stage in Atlanta for anything? That's the only thing I can think of. There's contractual deals there. Think he was going to drop. Oh, TNA. Oh. So. Are they honestly just going to do Roddy and... Sorry, I'll get back to it in a second here. Max! All right, we're going to get the tag here. Well, long story short, Eric, and I do know this happens even at a local level. When X Promotion signs up to be at your venue, part of the contract, if you're going to be there consistently, usually has a contingency in there that you cannot run another wrestling promotion in that venue. Not every venue will sign up for anything like that, but I would think with TNA they might have done that because of how consistently they're there. I know for a fact that they can't sell tickets or advertise Forbidden Door for AEW right now. That's going to be in the O2 in London until the Road to WrestleMania tour is done for WWE in March. Because the last date on the Road to WrestleMania tour in London is at the O2 Arena, and you can't advertise a wrestling show until another wrestling show is already done. That's the rule they have there. Different venues have different rules. Different promotions have different rules. TNA used to always have that rule that if they could get a venue exclusively, they don't want to have anybody else in there to... The old school thinking of it is the judgment of if a fan is coming to watch wrestling at X venue, he's got to think he's at X venue. He thinks all wrestling there is that promotion. By the way, shout out to Jake the Snake once again. Shirt of the Day by Jake the Snake Roberts. Las Vegas Raiders tribute shirt. I know different venues have that rule. I know different promotions have that rule. So, okay, I'm officially done with people that are not MJF using I'm better than you and you know what I feel like. Everyone uses that shit on him. Vic, the only clapback I'm going to have on that statement is very simple. How much cheap pops does Max use in a typical promo? He's going to do it. Other guys are going to do it on him. All right. I've heard some parts of this and I'm just cringing at some of this. I'm calling it right now.
What the hell is that?
That has got to be the worst promo I've heard out of Caster in, well, ever. I think tonight might be it. I honestly think tonight might be it. And we could almost have Caster Bones next week. I would love to see them wait till World's End. But why not have it now? Well, the crowd is into Daddy Ass. I don't know if he's into the rest of the guys. All right, so whoever... I'm sorry, going back to you, Vic, here. Sorry, I'm getting all over the place in my brain here, which doesn't really surprise a lot of people that are here. I'm trying to get, a little bit more into everything that's going on all around here. But yeah, frankly, when it comes into if MJF is not going to be there to show off a different promo or show off different something, which I understand he's filming stuff and, he's off right now. There isn't much you could go with. And that line is just such an easy one to go with. You can promo to a wall all you want. Unless you have somebody in your face that you're willing to bounce off of, all the bullets in your gun are not going to work in this situation. And if you do anything too stupid, it's going to backfire on you. But yeah, it almost looks like, just going into this match here, it almost feels like Caster's a little bit, doesn't really care about this a whole lot. The hell is he doing? I think so. I was almost scared that they might do the match at Full Gear between these two, Caster and Bowens, but I want to see them hold that out to World's End. I want to see him get DQ'd. I want to see the Acclaim get DQ'd out of this. As we hit peak shoulder right now. This perfect time of year. We're talking about violence, and Lindor Chocolates comes up. All right, I got to ask you guys, girls, everybody that's watching here tonight, when it comes to Christmas time, hell, when it comes to anything, what is the most ironic thing that you've seen in the last little while? Like, say you look at it and you're just like, that's very well played. Could be wrestling, could be out of wrestling, could be anything. For me, it's actually, we were looking at Lindor Chocolates there. We have a Lindt store here just in one of my local shopping malls. They built the Lindt store, the distributor outlet here in Edmonton, right next to the maternity store. So everybody buying maternity clothes can go right next door and pick up some chocolate. I don't know if there's any other bigger win than that. You're like, well played, sir. Well played. It is pretty amazing. I'll see if I get some pictures. I'll put it on social there, but no. But the ironic stuff that I see here going on, like watching Caster and just how he just so tuned out of everything here. When they're talking about wanting that tag team championship so bad. And ever since he started this best wrestler alive gimmick, it's always felt awkward with a guy like Caster, especially when that all started, when he started his rap star going into the toilet. Here's one for you. And this is what I'd love to see. What if we get the split and we get Caster and Bowens in the C2? Maybe Caster, after they lose this match tonight, goes into MVP and says, all right, you get me in? I'll join you if you could get me a spot in the C2. You need somebody to go 0-5, right? It wouldn't hurt my feelings to have Caster go in there and go 0-5. You go 0-5, 1-4, whatever it is. Because, yeah, there's 6 matches in each one, so... Or, sorry, 5 matches, because there's 6 in each pool. And I think this match specifically might be the reason why they haven't announced who's in the draw yet. If they come out on Wednesday and say, oh, we're going to announce during Full Gear what the lineup is for the C2, that very well could... It would make a lot of sense that way. Hey, the hot tag, the Bowens. Which actually sounds like a hot tag. Bowens has got so much damn potential as a singles guy. And he's got the personality too. Like everybody thinks Caster's the guy with the overbearing personality. And while it might be a little bit more overbearing than what we see with compared to what we see with Caster's the one who's like protruding more. I think Bowens has a little bit more of that quiet confidence. The other reason why I think LFI wins this, if you look at the face heel dynamic for that title match, Private Party's a face, Outrunners are a face, the House of Black is a pseudo face. I don't know if you call them a full-fledged face, but they've been doing some face things lately. You need to get that heel team in that match. You do 4 faces in that match, and it just seems like it's going to be a lot for a lot of people. So, with Bowens doing the and Darren Savage is doing the wouldn't they be a perfect 4-way team there? Those are your extra partners you can get for Bowens when Caster leaves. I love that with Roosh. Setting up for the finish, and he just... Crowd's in the Roosh tonight. I will always love a beautiful snap power slam. I'm always into that. And nobody cares about the hot tag to Caster. Mortos just said nope. Oh God, this is gonna suck. Oh, just a drop kick. I thought that was going to be a splash. That would have wrecked somebody's knees. It's probably the biggest tell that no reaction on the hot tag. Like, that's been happening for a while now, though. Like, if you want to talk about levels of hot sauce for the hot tags, you are getting like a peri peri sauce for Bowens, but you're getting the tomato ketchup for Caster. Really? Could be a crowd issue too. AEW always mics their crowds poorly anyway. So we got 4 faces in our title match. Even Caster was trying to walk in front of Bowens with that on that raising the... So we got the Acclaimed. Well, I think if you're going to do the turn, doing it at the pay-per-view might actually be better. Gets you more of an effect, right? 2 fan favorite tags? Try 4, Vic. House of Black, who's turned face now. The Acclaimed, who's fan favorites. The Outrunners, who are god over the place. And then Private Party. Wow, it's disappointing Mina only got half dressed for this interview. Outrunners are so funny, absolutely. So Mina just didn't want to talk about anything and just went to the dance. I love it. The hell is this? You know what? I'm going to give these guys credit. Give MXM Collection credit for the creative ad there. Yo, did Netflix let AEW borrow their cameras? Maybe. You talk about those 8K cameras? If they could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. I think you would too. Could you imagine Mina on an 8K camera? You'd have half the American population. Well, sorry, what would it be? 48% of the population? Just more like just... Shit, I need a thicker lens on my glasses for that segment. I think you're going to need more than just that for that. I'm just going to throw that out there. You can add in whatever thoughts you want on that one. Jesus. But I do honestly feel that they are going to go for Mina Mariah at this point. Because there's no real reason to do anything else. Like, if Anna Jay wins, okay, great. Unless you want to do Anna Jay Mina, which I think they did in Stardom as part of the 5-star. I'm not 100% sure myself, but I'd have to check out Andre and Melball, ask them about it. But yeah, if you guys aren't on our YouTube channel, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube right now, first of all, thank you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The more that we get people to hit that thumbs up button, the more people will get a chance to see the show as it's live, and the more exposure it'll get. So the more exposure we can get about what's going on here, the more people are going to come in, the more people are going to talk, the more people are going to act here. For those on Twitch, thank you. Make sure you hit the follow button to know anytime that I go live. If you really like what you see here, consider subscribing. And if you have a Amazon Prime membership, you do get 1 free sub. I would be truly honored if you... McGee, I'm a little bit scared when you... No, please, no. When you say you're willing to expose, that just scares me a little bit here, but... No, I am trying to work to get us up. Like, the goal is to get up to 1,000 subs. That's the magical number here on YouTube. So, and I do see that the numbers. I don't like talking numbers a whole lot because I do this because we're doing this on YouTube just to get more people out to enjoy the fun as we're going along, and yeah, we're also on. we got a whole bunch of gaming stuff going up on Twitch too, so. But I can't tell you by the numbers, there are a lot more people checking things out here. So they are literally waiting till Sunday to do it. Rocky Romero trying to, Can I interject something in here? Simply put, I think that might be the worst Mark Briscoe promo we've had. And it's more to the point of, I don't know if he really knew what he was going to say going into that promo. Because it almost sounds like he didn't know what to say, and then all of a sudden he sends it to Rocky to try and come up with something, and Rocky's like, nope, you can have this one. What is the word of the day? And I'm like, well, it's going to be a menagerie of the words. Like, my God, you're pre-taped. Do it over again. This guy's well, the thing is, he hasn't had to do a promo like that in a while, right? He hasn't had to do that, what, in... Oh, God. Okay. Tick's not too bad for full game. Hey. Cash is pretty much crying about. I'll get to these sec. That would be a lot of fun. FTR versus the Outrunners. Oh, they're not. This is a generic promo, okay. But yeah, the one thing I like about tickets for AEW, they are a little high. Let's face it, all tickets are high these days. But they're not under that same variable pricing that some other promotions use. I still can't believe it's like $500,000 for, or it's $50,000 for front row seats for Mania. I will never get over that. So yeah, they get the Outrunners, just a generic promo highlighting their match. They're going to give the women half an hour. Unless they're doing some promos. Guys, girls, everybody here. They're giving the women half an hour for the main event. Half an hour. It's 7:27 right now. Mountain time, 9:27 Eastern. They got till 10 or 8, whatever way you go with it. The show is going too fast as a tape show. I'm just happy that they're giving him half an hour. I wonder if we're going to get we're not going to get a promo segment after, I wouldn't think. Floyd, you got a makeover. This will be fun. If you don't remember, Anna Jay was a member. No John tonight? No, maybe not. But it is pretty amazing. Anna Jay was involved with Ty Mello in one of the most vicious women's matches in AEW history. When they teamed, it was Tay J, as they called it, taking on Penelope Ford and the Bunny on a New Year's Eve Rampage. I believe that match finished with a barbed wire luckiest bat ever. Oh, let's just sing it up. Shivani. Attaboy, Shivani. Shivani, hashtag dirty old man. Even Nigel knows that's going to be clipped forever. Anna Jay used the opposite side of the chair. There's no give when you hit a chair like that. Blockbuster from the top? She's not even going for a cover. All right. All right, that's gonna suck. He's speechless. Yeah. Ooh. They're not holding back, say the least. So just a heads up, if your comments don't get on the screen, Caster Labs is acting up again, so it's trying to reconnect right now. I am getting your messages, they're just not getting on the screen as they come across here. Are we going for a table now? Oh no, we're going for the ladder. Let's face it, Mariah doesn't need to change light bulbs. She's going to let somebody else do it for her. All right, so Caster Labs is just acting up here, so bear with. She's got the body scissors, but she didn't get down. That's the problem. Ow. This is turning out to be absolutely awesome here, the way things are working out. But since they didn't tell us that we're getting to our main event, I got to keep the tradition up here. Let me throw it out here real quick for everybody. As we are in our main event, I usually break down what we're doing for the next week here. Starting, right after tonight on Collision, we got week 14 of WWE 2K24 My GM mode. As we are on our go-home show to Fastlane, we are going to be featuring a women's tag title match with Ivy Now and Thea Hale taking on the champions Cora Jade and Jody Garcia. Plus 3 other great matches, so make sure you stick around for that. Then we'll be here on Monday night after Raw with Call of Duty, the story mode for Black Ops 6. The campaign, as they would call it. We got through the first 3 missions. For what I was told, there's 11. So we're going to probably do 3 or 4 more coming up this Monday. And then we're back here on Wednesday with WWE 2K24, the Fastlane pay-per-view, as well as AEW Dynamite. So make sure you stop by. And then on Thursday, I got to double check the disc is working, but Thursday afternoon, one of my old-time favorites, Transformers Devastation, the old Acclaim game from the Xbox One. We're going to be playing through that, and I'll be giving my thoughts on the Transformers movie that just came up on Paramount Plus. So I'm going to finally be able to get a chance to watch it. So, but yeah, to know when I'm going live on our Twitch channel, please hit the follow button. It'll always let you know when we're live, and then if you're on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button to know when all our videos are coming out. Right now, we currently have 2 videos scheduled to come out. Next week, Thursday, it's the RCW tribute to the Viking Lord Vince Austin, who passed away here. He's a maritime and Western Canadian wrestling legend, for lack of a better term. And tentatively right now, Friday, might be pushed up, the New Japan Strong Fighting Spirit show that just happened. Andre and Melba will have coverage of that. And we got the replay coming up on Friday here on our video channels. So make sure you hit the subscribe, and you'll know every time something comes out. And I managed to get through all that before the commercials were up. I am glad that they got me on a match back. Oh, what are we going to do? DVD on the chair? Very nice DVD there. Once again, everybody, if you are planning on picking up the pay-per-view, I do recommend checking out the Triller app, as they do have a two pay-per-view deal for both Full Gear and for... Oh my God! Gory special into the ladder. Oh, now we got the tables going. Oh, here we go. All right, so we're back up on the chat. Thank goodness. All right, we're logged back in here. Life is going good. How much for both? I think I paid... I'd have to double check, but I think it's going to be different for American, right? Because I think we paid, what, 60 or 70 for both? But that's Canadian dollars. It could be cheaper in American, right? Basically, you get half off your second pay-per-view. So I would highly recommend it. Oh, God. Power Bob. No. I am glad that we're getting this. Oh, sorry about the flash, folks. Now she's grabbing a guardrail. Now we're getting serious. I'm glad that Shivani's doing the same thing I'm always doing. Oh, they're actually going to bring Big Boom AJ in to actually talk about his match finally. We've been waiting for how long about that? Ishii. Come on, you gotta get the Ishii. Get it right. But I think the discourse of AEW doesn't make their own stars, I think in some ways can be shut up real quick with this here tonight. Because look at this. Between Harley Cameron and Anna Jay, putting them both together here. Your precious champion, Nigel. Not ours, yours. Sorry, Caster Labs is being a bit of a jerk here, so... Somebody's going through that guardrail. I don't know who. I don't know how. Oh, God. Jesus. That is nuts. Nigel's like, no, I don't want to see this again. Let's see it again. But yeah, like we said, I mentioned it over the top of the show here. Anna Jay is showing off a lot here. Oh no! Here we go! Anna Jay, Harley Cameron, like I said, they're the she's trying to win a title tonight. Oh my. I'm surprised there's no you sick blank going on tonight. Seriously. Okay. Okay. 30 full minutes, yeah. All right, well. Gave up on Caster Labs for tonight. Might be the match of the night, yeah. Definitely Eric. Like this tonight, this match here just they knew what to do. And this is absolutely insane how they are. Oh, and here comes Mina. Yeah, that pile driver was sick. Like, and the thing is, she keeps using that pile driver to make up her. Like, that's how you're gonna remember Tony Storm. Is the fact that they got that pile driver. Yeah, I was going to say this is 15 minutes. Now, do they go off the air early or do we... Champagne Championship celebration. So they're not going to have an AEW Women's title match. They're going to have a celebration where, mark my words, if this is what's happening, I do have a very strong feeling Tony Storm's going to come back at that show. It only makes sense to do it that way, right? Oh, we are going to hear from John, so we actually do have Moxley involved here, so. It sucks that, well, I guess it is a bit of a positive that they talk about like the way we were talking about how we were excited that the women were going to get 30 minutes. It's a little disappointing they only get 15 out of it, but goddamn Maple Leafs beat the Oilers in overtime. Sorry, just gonna throw that out there right now. I'm gonna throw the quick ad up right now because we're just either that or you're gonna get stuck with it during the whole Moxley thing. So the sooner I can get those through. Twitch forces the ads on regardless, so I'd rather just try and sync them up to the commercials. And since I've already done the rundown of everything that we're doing here next week, I don't need to worry about that. But what are you guys looking forward to next week? Like in terms of Full Gear, in terms of Dynamite, in terms of, hell, I'll even go WWE in this case. WWE is going to be a little tough with the fact that both shows are already pre-taped. Having Friday off, let's go. So you got Friday off. I got Sunday off. I booked I booked Sunday off because after doing a 5-hour pay-per-view here, while it's not that hard because talking with you guys actually makes it really fun to hang out and chat when it comes to wrestling here. I'm just going to... I know, don't get your head too inflated here, sir. Because if you inflate your ego a little bit more, that might not be a good thing here. All right. Well, I wanted to give Caster Labs one more shot here to see if they would come up, but it seems like their outage is still out. So, unfortunately, chat, you will not be on the screen for the rest of the this half of the show. And hopefully they're back up by Wednesday. If it wasn't Netflix yesterday, it's Caster Labs today. I don't know of any other way that I could put dual chats on the screen effectively. That isn't going to cost me an arm and a leg. So I do know that stream. Oh, never mind. Ooh. Ah. Moxley really showed off here. They actually gave up. Oh, I'll wait till I'm done here, Eric. I'll let you know here. Uh-huh. I think just about every live show on TV, there's some kind of gaff. Wrestling does fairly well considering that. Absolutely. By the way, good to see you, RK. Okay. So yeah, no, Eric, she's been given a Russian voice now. So everything she talks about, she talks in Russian now. Or Czechoslovakian, or Eastern European. It's the best way to put it. So, no, she doesn't talk a lot. What she does, it's always in a foreign language. And, RK, you're right. Like, in terms of adjusting on the fly for live TV, wrestling is always is usually the best one for it. The November raid video. I fully forgot about this. Let's go. Bully Ray, watch carefully here. This looks good so far. I love this. They even showed the original feud with Kenny Omega too. I love this. Oh, they even showed the Bucks? Leave it. You notice that transition out of nowhere? New Japan video. Ring of Honor. This is like my way levels of fun, I think. This is absolutely old school, and I love every second of it. So now we got 4 faces in that. I'm wondering how they're going to do that tag. Like the Acclaimed, one of them's going to have to go heel. And we haven't even talked about Fletcher versus... With Fletcher versus Ospreay. We haven't even talked about that yet. This is all parts of amazing. I still say Monet should be out for 6 months. If Joe was out, Monet should be out. Cole's going to get a match on Wednesday somehow. All right, Bobby versus Swerve. We haven't even talked about that yet tonight. Full Gear is turning into an amazing show. RAC may be a ref. Maybe. And they're just... This is like a... Honestly, if you would have played this to close out Wednesday, to me, this would be a perfect way to sell your pay-per-view. Tonight was the second snake reference. This video is amazing. Like, it's going, like they're using the full length of the song. Like, Bully was pissed that they're doing this because they did an ECW already. Basically, when it comes to Bully Ray for that, I just say you. Straight up. I can't wait to hear the response of Busted Open on Monday. Here's the thing, chat. This is the thing that scares me right now. The bar is set. The bar is here. They cannot no longer go down. You have to stay up here. Great promo ready for yeah, like this is the ultimate setup promo. This is absolutely like, do I expect Orange to win? No. I think Orange and Darby lose in the next two pay-per-views. But will this get me to watch? Hell yeah. I don't know if there's any better way to end up. Well, this is a go-home collision, right? So I don't know if there's a better way to end the go-home collision than this. I have a feeling that Full Gear is going to be all about AEW OGs. I think you might see a lot of OGs in the undercard win, but I do think that Moxley is going to retain. I'm within a hair of thinking about doing a predictions video, but frankly, I just don't have the time to get it together. So we might go over my thoughts quickly on the Sidecast on Wednesday. Hell, we might just do it up on Wednesday, right before the show, or after the show. We got the PLE, but the 2K24 PLE. But no, this is, if you want to set up a show any which way that you any which way you look at it from tonight, that ending video is a great way to set things up. It sucks that they only got 15 minutes for the women's main event. But the only way you could justify it is have something like that. Having a video like that, having a promo by Moxley right before it, just basically hammering home, this is why you want to buy this PPV. For the fact that you want to see these matches for these reasons. And let's say everything tonight, the only thing that you could say was honest to goodness filler would be the Hobbs Iron Savages match, where Hobbs basically ran through two big guys, and that was just to promote the meat division. You had that opening match with Mina and Harley Cameron, which absolutely fantastic showing by Harley, better than most people would have expected. And you got Mina with the victory, and now she's going to have that celebration with Mariah at Full Gear, which I feel is going to be broken up by Toni Storm. If not, it's going to be broken up to the point where Mina's going to snap, and she's going to eventually get the title picture against Mariah. And then you had the 4-way, which got the Acclaimed in that main event. So now you're going to get four face teams essentially in the pay-per-view for the tag title gold. You had Daniel Garcia out there, which played into the Jack Perry, the abduction. The first time we've ever seen one of those chained up wild rides where you actually see it from Garcia and Daddy Magic's point of view. Because before, every time you see one of those, it's always from the side, watching somebody slam into somebody. The fact that you got Perry to sit on top of the truck and they went for a ride that way, I got a feeling it's a very different view and a very unique view. And something that will get clips. It will get clipped. It will get showed off. And then you also had Commander and Shelton Benjamin, which was I don't want to say that was a filler match as well, because it wasn't. It basically set up another... It almost looks like Shelton and Caster might, before we get tag team, maybe have... For me, more so than anything, I think that shows off Shelton Benjamin getting ready for the Continental Classic coming up in 2 weeks. We're a week and a half away from the Continental Classic, folks. The C2, one of the most exciting times of the year. I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, we're getting ready for that, right? And then that main event between Mariah May and Anna Jay. Like, Anna Jay, she could become a hardcore specialist if she wanted to. And that match is going to be very memorable. And those clips are going to be used for a very long time. In how she went through that match there. And then, yeah, Andrea, I'm with you. Like that November raid too. By the way, hi, good to see you. Oh, it is coming up on the screen. Oh, cool. I got a feeling that... Sorry, let me... I'm going to play with this while I talk here. That video for November Raid to finish things off, and sorry about me whiting out here a little bit. My desktop screen there is a little different colors, so while that's loading up, I'll get into it here. Like, if you want to talk about a video that just goes completely all the way through the ranks here of every match on the card, because it almost assumes that this is the card that's locked in now. That we're only going to get like 1 or 2 matches that aren't a part of this video. Like we got the Big Boob AJ that's going to be coming in on Wednesday. He's going to be talking about his match against QT Marshall. That I don't think anybody's really going to care about, but I digress. You got... basically every other match on the card is accounted for. So... Good on good on AEW for putting this together. I think you are going to sell some PPV tickets for that. And that's the big thing. Yeah, boom. Yeah, that's not like it's not like this.
You know it's all about the power.
It almost makes you wonder what's going to happen to Adam Cole here. Because it almost feels like they should have Adam Cole on the pay-per-view against Max unless he's going to be ending up causing interference to the fact that he didn't get his chance to go after Max. And it might also cost Roddy in the end here. They could be saving that Adam Cole MJF match for World's End. They very well could. One thing you could do, and I'll just throw a free extra little booking here. You have that match, just Roddy and MJF. You have Cole cost MJF the match. Like MJF's almost got it won. He's got the ring, and Cole snatches the ring from him. And he can't use it. End of Heartache, 1, 2, 3, or a roll up. And Roderick gets the win. Max gets so furious that he challenges Cole, and Cole says, no, you got to win 3 matches now. So then he runs the gauntlet, all that stuff. You can play a lot of different mind games that way about things to do there. There's just a lot of great stories going along here, and I'm going to be here for the ride, and I hope you are too. Because we can talk about potential bookings and everything going up on Wednesday, which will be the next time we are here live on YouTube, covering AEW Dynamite. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and a thumbs up if you can to help us out. Just to let you know next time we're up. But with that being said, I think we're going to wrap up this portion of the show here. For those on Twitch, stick around. I'm literally turning the Xbox on right now so we can limit the break that we got coming up here. Probably be about 3 minutes as last time is what we got. But for those on the old YouTube here, once again, thank you for stopping by. I saw all your messages. Unfortunately, Caster Labs was being a bit of a jerk today. We will be back on Wednesday, so make sure you stop by for that. If you're interested, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef is where we're going to be hosting the festivities for WWE 2K24. Stop by on the old Twitch side, and we can chat wrestling after that, because once we're done booking the card, we talk wrestling for about an hour. So feel free to stop by. But with that being said, thank you, YouTube, for sticking around here. Always make sure you're part of the solution and not the problem. And we'll see you all here on Wednesday on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel.